so funny. No one said anything. There was a couple people watching, but no one said anything.
Oh. Everyone's like, these losers don't have their sound on.
No, they missed so many good stories. We talked about basement flooding. We talked about. I asked about sublimation. What we got?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, keep it. Can you hear us now?
Well,
Hello. Testing.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. I'd finish all the cutting, so that's good.
Now let's clean up.
Yep. Gotta get a clean workspace, clean mind.
It's important. It's kind of cooking, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You're prepping, and you gotta clean your space.
You know, I'm really horrible
yet,
at doing that.
I can't
Cleaning.
cook, so.
Everyone says, clean while you cook. I'm like,
Yes.
Gee.
I'll just,
Yes. They can hear you.
Oh, I thought you were saying yes, you should clean while you cook.
Oh, no.
it's like, well, hey, now you can hear us.
Okay, we can officially there's sound.
That's happened to us twice where there's been no sound.
That's so weird.
Oh,
Yeah, I
gosh.
don't know what it is.
I wonder what we're missing.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
What
it's
did-
all plugged
Strong
in, all
magnet.
everything.
What'd you
so
change?
I just unplugged it and then I messed with this little thing.
Oh, good Lord.
It's a little bobber.
Little bobber.
Okay.
Well,
Well, should we just take it from the top?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome you guys to our live. For anyone who's here and bared with us through the sound, and let us know we so appreciate you. Want to make sure you guys can hear us for this live entertainment.
yeah.
gosh,
If you missed our names, this is Maggie, and I'm new guy, Tyler, social media guy here. So you'll be seeing a lot more of me, hopefully. You missed some cool stories, so
Yeah.
hopefully we can weave them back in at some point.
God, got to get back there.
But what are we doing?
Yeah, we are doing sublimation for Father's Day gifts or just Father's Day items that you guys want to make. So we have some koozies here as well as the bottle ones. You want to hold those up? So it's got the little zipper so you can get the bottle in there, as well as some bottle openers, white or silver, both of those. And then finally this cute little dad, oh, I think I have one open. Dad keychain.
That thing's nice.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Very
Okay,
cute.
so yeah, we have a couple different designs. Got Tyler's here, we just got a photo. We're gonna do this koozie first. So I'm gonna do one side and let you press the other.
Okay.
All right, I already tested my pressure. So like I said, we're doing sublimation with koozie. And then on this one, I'm not gonna be too like fancy on lining it up just because it is basically a square gonna line up at the top.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have pattern side down or design side down.
This is gonna be crazy.
Yep, we're gonna press it. And then this one we're gonna push, this is an automatic key press, we're gonna push it open at like 15 seconds left.
15 seconds left. Okay.
Yep.
So as we were trying to say earlier, without I guess
Without sound.
audio, so this is my first stream. I've never seen sublimation in action. We were talking about the process, how it's a solid turn to a gas, correct? And that's wild to me. So this piece of paper is just somehow, when we open that thing, going to be on the koozie.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes, because
Wow.
it is a polyester, and as well as our blanks are polyester coated items. So we were saying how there's certain, like you can't just go off the shelf in Walmart and get something that can be sublimated. It needs to be treated. So more and more places are carrying different kinds of blanks out there, but just make sure it needs to be coated.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Whoop. Oh, dropped headphones. And what? See, that's insane.
So.
How long until I can show the camera? I gotta show
It's
that.
just gonna be hot. So I was explaining to Tyler as well the difference
That's nuts.
in how a transfer in sublimation can look. Blues can be really crazy.
Yeah,
You
you're
think
right.
This is
That
all
is
boring and light blue, and actually it's a very pretty.
that is
turquoise
so
color.
much more vibrant than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Wow.
So now you're gonna do the other side.
Okay.
So what you're gonna do is you're basically just gonna, if you
Talk
want to
to
wait
me,
for it to
Goose.
cool, You got your glasses in that.
Yeah, yep.
All right, so just line it up as best you can to the top.
Okay.
You're gonna flip it over and you're gonna put it exactly in that little cavity.
Right there.
And then pull it down completely until it clicks.
Okay. Is there any other button I gotta press, or just kind of?
Nope.
Okay, so line it up. How's that looking?
Sure.
All right. I love the confidence in the shirt. That was not lined up. Okay.
I know, and then it does kind of stink sometimes when you do transfer it over. You're gonna, it might shift on you, which I was telling you earlier.
Right, this is probably gonna shift. And then just grab and pull.
Yep, confidence all the way down. Boom.
Hey, my first pull of the heat.
Yep.
Is that a good way to say it?
I have
First
no
pull
idea.
of the heat.
No idea.
I
You
think-
can make up your own catchphrases.
Well,
This
hey,
is-
I'm gonna be on
is all new
lives,
to
I
you.
think. So
Yeah.
pulling on the heat. That's my new catchphrase.
All
I
right,
think that's
and then
great.
do you want to do both sides of the bottle opener or just one?
I will see you do it first.
Okay.
I want these to actually be able to be used. The last thing I need to do is be the reason that it can't be. So, and then you said 15 seconds, right?
Yeah,
You
when
press
it's
a
about 50
button.
Yep. You
Oh,
press
this
that red button.
button.
Yep. It's going to release because this is a auto heat press, so we're not going till when the time would go out, it would pop up, but our
Sure.
time is set a little long for these ones.
Okay, perfect, perfect. And then
all right,
I would
push that
ask.
button.
Oh, right. I got a little too. Whoa! That doesn't look that bad.
No, that looks great. You can take the whole thing off.
And slide.
You won't even know whose side is whose. You'll never know. How would they know?
That's a little straight. But hey,
Hey, that's not
hey,
always, that doesn't always happen to me though. So
Tyler's side, not too shabby.
No.
Very nice. That is awesome.
yeah, it's super easy.
Yeah, way easy. And then like we sell these, right? For the people who can do this at home.
Yes, we sell it in all of it.
All of it.
We could do it for you. We
Or
can
they
send
can do
you
it
the.
themselves.
We can sell you the transfers and the koozies separately.
Well, if any of you in the audience were concerned about how easy it is, I just did that. I just did that. And
I mean,
that's
not to discredit yourself, but I mean true.
yeah, the first
Okay.
first time.
So this one we're gonna get a little fancier on, and we're gonna use tape,
Okay,
just because I want to. and
that
show
makes
you.
sense. That makes sense.
So we have, this one's a little bit harder sometimes to line up. You can kind of try and see through the paper a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then you can do
see
one
that.
of two things. You could tape the transfer to this here,
Okay.
or if you were, this is two-sided, so we probably won't tape. Otherwise, you could tape back here if it wasn't two-sided. but
Oh,
we won't-
sure,
we
that would
won't
make
probably
sense,
do
that makes
So we'll
sense.
tape it on here. Oh, and I didn't explain, so we're having craft paper down because if you see any of that extra
Bleeds a little.
bleeds and goes into the paper versus your platen, because
Okay, yep.
if you were to have that ink go in here and you were to press another shirt, it's going to end up on your shirt.
Right. You don't want that. That makes a lot of sense.
So we're taking precautions.
Look at me. I'm just.
All right, there's some people though, like, I'm going to use a bigger piece. There's some people that are brave enough that won't tape this, and we probably could get away with it too, but this
Hey,
is one of
better
those things.
safe than
Oh,
sorry.
we're actually going to put this one in here quick. I might need to get the thing. I'm going to test pressure because these are different
Oh,
widths,
true.
so I'm going to need to up this pressure.
And then how would you go about testing pressure? Like, what are you looking for?
I go simply by feel.
Okay.
So that felt way too light.
Okay.
And so one thing people do is they will crank it all the way down and just do quarter turns until it's good.
Sure.
I don't really have that true method. I'll just crank it a couple times.
That makes sense.
But yeah, it is one of those things that it goes by feel for me. There are certain heat presses that do tell you
Okay.
how high they call PSI.
Oh,
Your
sure.
pressure?
Yep.
So it's gonna be hot. So please be careful, people. I'm using my. Don't touch it.
That was impressive.
I'm using my sleeve. So.
Yeah, don't bare finger that.
Kristen did say be careful because those bottle openers
And it's
are
in-
pretty hot.
What's crazy is because it was under there, what, 10 seconds?
Yeah.
I mean,
It was like
Barely
even
tapped, yeah.
5.
yeah.
Yeah, it's warm.
Yeah, it really is. Ooh, that was crooked. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in here.
Perfect. And then would you like the tape?
Yes, please.
Boom.
And what is fancy about this tape is it's heat sensitive tape.
Yeah, I was watching yesterday. I was getting more familiar with all of Heat Transfer's YouTube videos, and there was the one with what were their names? G, the people that I was like, oh, these
Oh, Angie and
Oh,
Angie
the
and Corey?
gals, they know
Yep,
what they're doing.
Yep, and they loved that tape.
Yep.
They were going on about how they need that tape. So
All right. So this is one of those where I probably should have maybe lined it a little bit more, and don't judge me if it's not straight.
hey, you know what? This is
learning time.
learning time.
Yep.
Teaching the viewers, everything's all good right here. All good. Okay, and then how long will
This
you
one we're
press
gonna do.
for?
The minute.
The whole minute?
Yep.
All right, so we got to entertain them for a minute. Do you want to do a quick spelling bee?
No, I can't spell to save my life. I mean, I don't want to lump us all together, but most of the time designers can't spell.
Okay, that's interesting. So you have no
It all becomes shapes. For how long you stare at a word and you're moving it around or you're doing something with it, it literally becomes a shape. And you're like, why does mom look like it's spelled wrong?
That makes sense. That makes sense. I guess all that time looking at the letters.
Just, yeah, you become numb to it.
Fair. That's fair. Well, I guess I could say, yeah, you guys missed the part where I said my dad's office flooded.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Due to a shoddy pavement, people.
Dang it.
Not her brothers, though.
My boyfriend's
Boyfriends.
dad.
Wow. Boyfriends' dads.
Yeah, you're right.
See how much I miss?
Yep, they missed it too.
Yeah, they did. So,
Are you going back home for Father's Day at all?
when is Father's Day?
2 Sundays.
Then maybe.
Okay.
Like I said, he left me on red. You guys missed that, but he left me on red on Snapchat, so
Okay.
He
So
might not get the koozie.
he might not. I'm going to use this.
we're going to take it off just so.
Yeah,
See?
very careful procedure. She grabbed the craft paper first.
Yep. If you have an oven mitt, do that.
Yep.
I'll just use
Should
this.
be- Oh my God, that
Don't
looks
touch it.
so sick. I'm not going to touch it, even though I kind of want to.
I know, yeah, it's tempting.
That is so cool.
It does look very cool. Here, Jude, I can flick it around if you needed to.
He needs to
Give it a look.
Snapchat me, or else he's not getting this. I'm telling you. I'm going to just keep it.
It is. And that actually is pretty dang straight.
You know what? For how quickly you did that, I'm going to give you a lot of credit.
Like I said, there's some people who don't use tape, don't use any of that, and I applaud every one of you who does. Well, here you can kind of see too of the difference of the metal blank versus being fabric too.
And then to go back to like the original designs too, just to show off how
Yeah.
vastly different. Very impressive.
So cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
And you'll find more and more that we do stuff. There's so many different blanks we have. Like these are basically scratching the surface of
Oh, I believe
tons
it.
of different drinkware, photo panels, more clothing like aprons, baby stuff.
I want to
socks.
see I want to do a tumbler. Because
Ooh.
I've seen all your guys' customs around the office, and I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
how do you do that?
Yeah,
So I'm very excited to see.
those are fun. And there's multiple ways. We have like mug presses, like tumbler presses, as well as we have ovens.
Well, there's the one that you like put it like in this one thing, and then
Yep,
close it.
that'd be the tumbler press.
that'd be the tumbler press.
Or like a mug press.
Next live, can we do that, please? I want to see that done.
You sure can.
DB
Perfect.
says, I use lots of tape.
See? Oh God, gee, the video I did where it was I attempted to wrap
Yeah.
an entire tumbler, like even the crevice, there was so much tape all over that. And then I didn't even there was another example where somebody wrapped the bottom of a tumbler and they did like these crazy slits and literally the entire base of the tumbler was full of tape. And I was like, oh my
It
gosh.
came out pretty good.
It did
though.
look
I
great.
wish we had it in here.
It did turn out pretty good. I think Riley took it. No, she took my upside down one. That's what's fun. Sometimes the mistakes are on here and everyone gets to have them.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if this is.
Elevate Artistry said,
Yeah,
hello
we'll wait on that
everyone,
one.
missed ya. You
Hi.
didn't miss much
No.
in the beginning.
Nope, we were silent. It was a silent film for the first 10 minutes.
And let me tell you, the best silent film ever. We were
Yeah,
cooking.
I think we were too. No, thank you, seriously, whoever told us. I appreciate you.
Yeah, Kristen, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kristen.
Is it both the heat and the pressure that make the transfer successful?
Yes, and time. Some people really you can flirt with your time a little bit, your time and temp, depending on what you're working on. But for the most part, you want to follow instructions as much as possible when it comes to sublimation because they're worked out that way for a reason. So yeah, I think most of the time fabrics flirt around 45. Harder blanks go anywhere from like 60 to 90. And then once you start getting into ovens, that's a completely different ball game of how long stuff takes to bake in there.
I've got a lot to learn.
We're going to cut some more craft paper. 'Cause I don't
Alrighty.
want to reuse that.
Sounds great. Right there for you.
All right, now you're going to press your side.
Oh, Lord.
Don't you want to reuse that, Maggie?
What?
Why don't you
Oh,
wanna
I didn't
reuse
want to
that?
excuse me. I didn't want to reuse this. I mean, I might have gotten away with being able to put this like exactly back in that spot to do the other side. But there's a chance if I don't line it up, this would transfer potentially back onto my blank. And if I'd have to make sure, if I use this again, I'd put craft paper on top of it. So none of this extra gets into my platen covers
For sure.
or your platen in general. Otherwise, it's going to transfer onto other stuff and it's going to take forever to go away. Okay.
All right. Well, good to know.
So do you
Always-
feel like you want to line it up down here and then tape on here? Do you want to all line it up here?
You know what? Let's just line it up on
Okay.
let's line it up on the tray.
All right.
Let me
and
see.
then
this.
tape is to your left.
Alrighty. And then, so do you recommend just like, okay, So I see you want it to be.
It's however, I didn't even think about being left-handed or right-handed when using it. I'm going to be honest
Okay.
with you. So probably could have thought of that beforehand.
I'm trying to, but I'm also.
And I'm also left-handed, so.
You are?
I do a lot, yeah. But I do a lot of
Whoa.
stuff right-handed.
Okay, I'm gonna toss her down just like that. And as I toss it down, I move.
That's why we have.
I'm thinking that's good. We're gonna find out. This is gonna be suspenseful. Viewers,
Is
hold on.
craft paper better than butcher paper, or is it the same?
I actually I don't have any experience with butcher paper. I have heard people use it. I have not. Oh, you gotta push this in, sorry.
Oh, good.
There's a drawer. Oh, it's fancy.
There's a drawer.
I have not compared it cost-wise, so
Going
I'd
down.
be curious to know cost-wise, because if one's cheaper, go for the one that's cheaper.
True. This craft paper, I will say, it has not held in any of the heat, so it's really good to touch right afterwards. So if that has anything to do with it. I'm not familiar with butcher paper as well.
All right, so we'll test pressure on this guy.
G, do you want to be part of a spelling bee?
I'm horrible at spelling.
I gotta think of a
Kind of like
word.
Maggie.
Spell alligator.
Can't do it, man.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm kidding. I probably could, but like now that you're making me nervous.
Oh.
Probably not.
Sorry, Cam. Sorry, G. I'll keep that to myself then. I will know how to spell alligator all by myself.
But what I was gonna ask is Diet Coke or Coke Zero, and I know Maggie's
Oh.
answer, and I agree with Maggie.
I am weirdly opinionated on this, and I see you having a Coke Zero right now, and I find that to be atrocious. Diet Coke.
Ew.
All
No.
the way. Diet soda.
I cannot decide if you're being this way just to be this way.
I'm absolutely not.
Because I don't know you well enough to tell.
Listen, I have already stepped on the CSR's toes by not liking Taylor Swift.
Oh,
so
Alex.
I'm making enemies everywhere I go.
You're
apparently.
making something.
Look, Diet Mountain Dew superior to regular Mountain Dew. Diet Coke superior to regular Coke. And Zero, I don't even know the difference between Zero Sugar and Diet. Diet's just better.
I'll let you know. Zero sugar has a more like dark syrup taste. to
Yeah, and it's
it,
not
so
good.
So it feels more like regular soda.
Hey, well, okay, Poppy or Olipop? Which one are you?
Well, Poppy just got sued.
I know, I saw that. Well, I mean, if you're drinking.
So I love a Diet Coke too. Don't get me
Okay,
wrong.
okay, I
I
respect.
just enjoy how much Coke Zero tastes like regular Coke.
See, and I think this is where I'm different. I don't really love the taste of regular sodas. I don't
Oh,
love.
I don't know. No, I don't either.
I don't love the
Coke's
thing
not
with
one.
like regular.
Full diesels is what we call them.
Sugary,
Yeah,
just like regular Mountain Dew. I do not
No.
understand. I don't understand the appeal. It's sugary,
Yeah.
just syrupy. I like the refreshing, more carbonated aspect of Diet
I think
soda.
that's also why I just love bubbles. Love bubbles. Carbonated
too.
water, any of it.
Me
Love
too.
You
Do you
guys
think
need
this
help.
is safe to?
You don't like bubbles?
No.
You don't like the
no.
bubbles? Oh, so you're the one drinking carbless.
Those have bubbles.
Not a ton, but compared to a Truly, it's not. It's
Truly's my favorite 'cause it has
Truly's Vizzies. Have you ever had Vizzies?
I don't love the taste of those.
Really?
No.
Wow.
Someone's
Anyway.
asking, who's the new demo guy?
Who's the new?
Who's
Oh, this guy. My name's Tyler. I'm the new social media coordinator here at Heat Transfer Warehouse. So I think I'm going to be involved in these lives a lot more. Hopefully, I've got that good camera face and camera personality, but we will see.
You got the face for radio?
Clearly, dang. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
There's a guy here that always said it because he loved doing like funny voices, so he always just said he had a face. For
If this
radio.
one gets a lot more dislikes than other videos, then we'll know.
Then we'll
that
know.
This just isn't panning
The
out.
people told us.
Do you think this is good to grab?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say grab both edges. Just
Okay.
evenly take off.
Both edges. All right, and then just rip it
Feel it.
off.
Just careful, it's still gonna be hot.
Yes.
Oh, that looks great.
Hey, look at me.
That looks great.
Don't dislike this video because I just
Crushed it.
I did. I will say. Which side was my side again? That you really can't. tell.
You can't tell.
That's
I
actually
wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
I'm actually very impressed right now. This is crazy. A minute ago, I thought the
gonna be so
concept of
south.
this was insane, and now, I just pulled a handle down, but
Yep.
pulled it down well.
Kristen said Tyler's doing great for his first time.
so.
Oh,
too.
Kristen, thank you. I appreciate that.
Do you have much experience being live?
Not live, but on camera, I've got a decent amount. Yeah, I've done social media for a few companies in the past, and then I facilitated Pet Fest in high school all the
He
time.
says it like I should know. That.
Oh, I'm just. Do you know what pet?
No.
Some people don't know what pet fests
No,
are.
I have no
Oh,
idea.
really?
No,
Okay,
I'm being
so
serious.
so
I don't know if you know how old I am.
how old are you?
I'm 34.
Okay.
So it's been a minute.
Okay, well, you look 26.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So pet fests are like right before. So like Friday of a football game, you get everyone in the gymnasium.
Pet fest.
Yeah,
I
like
swear
a
to God,
pet-
you said pet. It sounds like there's
Oh.
a T.
Yep.
Yeah, pet fest, like a
Got it.
pep
Cool.
rally, all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Heck
So
yeah.
I would be the one on the microphone, hyping everyone up. And
Cool.
yeah, so I like talking. That's pretty much.
Someone else agreed with Kristen.
Oh,
Nice.
dude. Thank you. Thank you
So
for the
it
love.
took me, I've been here a minute as well, and it took me 5-6 years before I ever wanted to be on camera.
Really?
For the longest time I was like, absolutely not.
You don't show it because you do really well as well.
Took a long
when I
time.
watched that live a few days ago, I was like, oh wow, she's good at this.
As Maggie's like the face of our YouTube.
Yeah, you're like on every thumbnail. You and Kirk are
My
the ones I
face.
see the most of.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
All right, so we're doing this keychain now,
Yes.
huh?
Although, G, can I have you double check if this is a minute on the dad? Just type dad keychain.
Oh, yep.
I just want to triple check. I'm gonna test my pressure like we've done everything else. This one I'm gonna push, and then there is a slight bit that this is gonna melt a tiny bit, which is totally okay. It's just an acrylic.
Okay.
So I'm covering top and bottom here.
Oh, okay.
I don't really need to because I have this cover, but just to
Sure.
be safe. Wow, sorry, that was very what you call it?
Loud.
Noisy. There we go.
So is that about the right pressure
Yeah,
that
that
you'd
felt
like?
okay.
So very similar to a bottle opener, apparently. Very nice, very cool.
Yeah, just give it a little crank.
And then you're telling me this photo's just
Ooh,
gonna-
90, okay.
this photo is just gonna be on there.
Yes, yeah, and so with the picture I had, I'm actually gonna leave the dad part blank because it doesn't fully fit and I don't wanna cut off anybody's faces.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna trim this.
DB said, I thought you said pet fest.
Ha!
I feel like what you said is like a pretty hard like
Pep fest.
Yeah.
fest. Like,
Yeah,
I've
that's-
never heard of that.
Pep.
See, well, okay. Town of 941 speaking here. I graduated with 48 kids. We might have had.
Dang, I didn't know Walker was that small.
Yeah, dude, tiny. And that was with Walker, Hackensack, 𝐂𝐈𝐓. So 3 towns
Hackensack, what a
going
heck
to
of a
one school, and we got Longville after their school burned down. So even with that, 48 kids in my grade, I knew everyone K through 12. And I say that to people here, and they go nuts. They're like,
Yeah, that is
I
wild.
don't even know someone in my grade. I'm
Oh,
like,
I knew everyone in my grade.
well, there you go. Did you grow up here?
Yeah, I'm from West Fargo.
Oh, nice.
I had like 350
3.
in my grade.
Holy cow! See,
But you're with them when you're with them for the entire time.
See,
it's
that's
kind of
what
like you just get
that's
used
what
to
I
it.
was thinking. Like I've had friends tell me, yeah, I knew some people from start to finish, or I didn't. I'm like, what?
Well, yeah, guys, I had 25 kids.
Oh my
What?
gosh,
Ju-
did you
no,
really?
Yeah.
you beat me for smallest. Darn, that's great. Where'd you grow up?
Indiana.
Oh yeah, that's right. You mentioned that.
Wow,
We talked
gee, I
about
didn't
that.
know that. That's
Or-
crazy.
I went to a private school, so it was
Oh,
really
okay,
small.
that makes a
That
little
usually
bit
makes more
more
sense than being smaller, I guess, in the States, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
All right, clean it up our
That makes
mess
sense.
a little
Whoa,
bit.
25. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
We only have time, I think, for the dad keychain. I don't
What?
think we're
Okay.
going to be able to do the second.
Oh, no, that's okay. I didn't print two. We were picking between white and silver.
Yeah, she also said earlier when our mics were not working that she likes options, and I respect that.
I do.
So we had
I do.
options. This was never going to be used
Yeah.
unless
we chose
that
we chose
over-
white instead.
Yeah. Would it have any different look?
Yes. It actually
Would it
does.
actually?
Yeah.
What would you say the difference would be between these two?
It'd be more subdued.
More subdued.
Because it picks up on the color you're putting it on. That's another thing I didn't share.
Okay.
So if you were to put it on the metal, it's going to be more transparent.
Okay.
We'll have to show you some silver photo panels that we have around. Because there's white photo panels and there's silver ones. And it can have a really, really cool look. It's just, like I said, managing your expectations of what the result is going to be.
Sure.
Though anything that's always going to be white is going to be way more vibrant than something that is silver or a different color.
Well, I know I'll be using white then. I like my vibrance. I will say.
Kristen said Maggie definitely needs her options.
I really do.
Hey,
Like,
nothing
if you
wrong with options.
No, but when people see like I use Illustrator for everything,
Mm-hmm.
and they see my artboards and how many I design and make, and I'm changing a font color or just
Mm-hmm.
tiny bit of size.
Oh, it's a process, I'm assuming.
And Maggie surprisingly is never in a bad mood. So
What?
Never in a
That
bad
sounds made
mood.
up.
That's crazy.
I would go crazy if I did as many as Maggie did.
Gee.
Oh.
What did I do wrong?
Is it not working?
I don't know.
We were distracted by
Those
talking
are-
about our school
Those are
sizes.
definitely finicky.
Did I press the wrong side? No, I pressed the white side.
What side? Oh yeah. 'cause-
Sorry, first time. Can't tell. See, now look at me. I screwed up. You were fine.
Hey, it's probably my
Just press
fault.
this one, and I assumed you did the white side. Here, come here. Gee, show it. Ugh. Sorry, guys,
Learning
this is
moment.
not-
Nothing wrong with learning.
It's too hot still.
Yeah, don't burn yourself. That would
Might have
not
to
be fun.
ask. Might have to do a redo on this at some point. Not today, because we don't have time. But see what settings I missed. Because if you look, so I knew melting would happen a little bit, but it doesn't seem as vibrant as it should be. And look at how maybe my pressure was too high.
Yeah, maybe. I actually have a keychain
Yeah.
that says love, and it came out pretty good.
Yeah,
so
we have one over there. That's done. So this is just my first timer, guys.
Huh.
I'll maybe try. Oh, we'll do this later. You guys don't have to watch me do this again. But yeah, interesting. Okay, good to know. I got to mess with this a little bit more.
Well, hey, learn something new.
Unique Designs is asking if there's a clear film on it. Sometimes
I tried looking for that and I didn't, but I peeled one off the top, which was weird. But no, I don't think there was.
Don't ask the
But
new
yeah,
guy.
so on some blanks, especially when they're going to be hard surface ones, they have a clear film you take off.
Okay.
But because this one is like a glass acrylic, I'm pressing basically on the underside so it shows through. So I didn't think there would be one. But anywho, we'll mess with it.
Yeah,
So
well-
look at you. You were perfect your first live.
Oh,
Just
thanks.
absolute perfection. Didn't screw it up at all.
I mean, technically, I'm just gonna leave it there.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you. I
gonna-
appreciate
I'm
that.
gonna accept it.
I'm gonna accept it.
Awesome.
Appreciate
well, thank
that.
you guys for joining us today. Hopefully you guys got inspired for some Father's Day stuff.
Yes.
What other things do we have going on? We have
Wally B's birthday is
oh my gosh,
next
Wally B,
week.
you guys, his birthday is next week. That's so exciting.
So I believe he's turning 14 from
Yep.
what I have heard, and we got some exciting stuff planned for that. I know Customer Appreciation Week will be hopefully within the month. Could be pushed to July if necessary. But those are the things coming down the pipeline right now that we're very excited about.
Yep.
I'm assuming in these lives you're always looking for comments on what you would love to see us make next, or what's very curious in the crafting community right now that we can help shed some light on. So feel free to
Let us
leave
know.
plenty of comments on whatever you'd like to know.
And we'll see you guys next time. It's going to be 4th of July stuff. So if you have any ideas of what you want us to do, let us know before then. Because we have tons of different things we can do. I think we'll probably stay away from sublimation because we do that a lot. So to dabble in
Okay, sure.
other
yeah.
things. And, you know.
I need to learn more
have to learn
stuff. I need
all
to
that.
do some HTV. I've never
Yes,
seen that, or
let's do that.
DTF. So
Do that.
whatever works.
Awesome. Thank you.